My name is Anthony Chain. I've spent 25 years as a senior vice president in the corporate finance and technology world, working inside Fortune 100 companies, sitting in boardrooms and corner offices where the decisions that never make the headlines are actually made. And what I'm watching happen with AI right now is unlike anything I've seen in a quarter century of corporate life. That's why I'm passionate about researching this topic in depth so you can see it coming, learn, and evolve before it's too late. So let me ask you something. You think AI is coming for the interns first, right? What if I told you the exact opposite is happening and it's already a bloodbath? Middle management job postings just collapsed by 42% over 3 years. Gartner predicts that by the end of this year, 1 in 5 companies will eliminate more than half their middle managers. And the nightmare part, Amazon is exploding. Microsoft's profits are soaring. They're cutting anyway because AI just declared an entire layer of the corporate world obsolete, and it's winning. I sit in rooms where these numbers get discussed quietly, behind closed doors, long before they become press releases. So when I share these statistics, understand they aren't surprises to the people at the top. They're strategies. Since 2022, middle management job postings have dropped by 42%. Entry-level listings are down 35% just this year. But the number that should freeze your blood, 77% of a manager's time is spent on tasks AI can already do. Scheduling, reporting, performance monitoring, routing decisions, approving expenses. Deloitte confirmed it. Managers spend just 13% of their time actually developing people. The rest, pure coordination, that software now handles instantly, and the pace is accelerating brutally. In just the first 2 months of 2026 alone, 45,700 tech workers were let go. AI was responsible for nearly 55,000 layoffs across the US in 2025, and overall job cuts topped 1.17 million, the highest since the pandemic. Amazon eliminated 14,000 corporate jobs in late 2025, flattening management layers, then followed with another 16,000 at the start of 2026, bringing total corporate losses close to 30,000. Fewer bosses, more AI. An entire layer is vanishing in real time. Here's what nobody's actually explaining, and I know this because I see it firsthand every day. AI isn't replacing workers, it's replacing coordination, and it's doing it with terrifying efficiency. Think about what the middle of a company actually does all day. They translate, they take strategy from the top, break it into tasks for the bottom, coordinate across teams, approve requests, and report everything back upward. That's exactly what AI agents do now, instantly, without bias, without office politics, without ever calling in sick or asking for a raise. I watch the shift happening in real time, in the same boardroom conversations most employees never hear. Moderna merged its entire HR and technology departments under a single executive because AI handles coordination between them. McKinsey deployed thousands of AI agents doing work that junior consultants use to bill hundreds of hours for. Today, 41% of employees say their companies have already trimmed management layers, and managers now oversee nearly twice as many workers as they did just 5 years ago. The corporate pyramid isn't being disrupted, it's being flattened into a pancake. And if your job is primarily coordinating work rather than doing it or deciding it, you're already in the danger zone. I want you to meet Leila, VP of Operations at a mid-sized tech company, 48 years old, managed a team of 35, earning $185,000 a year. She had reached what most professionals spend a decade working toward, senior enough to feel safe, experienced enough to feel irreplaceable. I've sat across from dozens of Lilas in boardrooms, watched them run flawless operations, and watched the ground quietly disappear beneath them. Leila gathered reports from 5 department heads, consolidated them, spotted bottlenecks, routed decisions up to the C-suite, and distributed tasks back down. She was good at it, reliable, everyone liked her. She was the human glue holding the operation together. Then her company deployed an AI operations platform. It pulled data directly from every system, flagged bottlenecks automatically, generated in minutes what used to take Leila days. By April, the question became unavoidable. Why do we need someone to coordinate the coordinators? Leila's role was eliminated. Operational streamlining. But here's what truly shattered her. She couldn't interview for the same job elsewhere because those jobs were disappearing everywhere simultaneously. A 42% drop in postings meant thousands of Lilas, all experienced, all competent, all competing for the handful of roles remaining. In a recent survey of 15,000 professionals worldwide, 37% said that losing their middle manager left them feeling completely directionless. The human cost isn't just the people losing jobs, it's the teams left behind without anyone to lead them. She didn't lose her job for underperforming, she lost it for being exceptionally good at something the world had just decided it no longer needed. Here's what's actually happening inside companies, and I see how these decisions get made long before the announcements hit. They're not downsizing, they're delayering. A silent corporate massacre hiding in plain sight. Target cut 1,800 corporate positions. No store workers affected. CVS cut 2,900. Frontline staff fully protected. Walmart eliminated 1,500 corporate roles while keeping every store operation intact. And it's spreading far beyond tech. Law firm Baker McKenzie laid off up to 1,000 employees in February 2026. Cuts targeting research, marketing, and secretarial functions, explicitly citing AI efficiency. Programs Citigroup is planning to eliminate 20,000 positions, with CFO Mark Mason confirming that AI-enabled systems will allow them to run middle office and operational functions with fewer people. Programs Block CEO Jack Dorsey cut his company's headcount nearly in half from 10,000 to fewer than 6,000, stating directly that intelligence tools have changed what it means to build and run a company. Programs. The pattern is unmistakable. Protect the people who make things. Eliminate the people who coordinate things. The financial math is impossible to ignore. Salesforce cut support costs 17% using AI agents, and their stock jumped. Now every CFO is staring at their org chart, asking, why do we have 4 layers of management when AI coordinates faster and never asks for a bonus? Deloitte surveyed 10,000 business leaders and concluded the traditional role of managers is ripe for reinvention. Corporates speak for, most of you won't survive this transition. I've spent 25 years watching careers accelerate and collapse inside these organizations. What's happening now is different because the rules that built successful careers for decades are reversing overnight. Individual contributor, doing routine analysis or reporting. You're being automated from below. Only 16% of individual workers currently have high AI readiness, and that number is only expected to reach 25% by 2026. HR executive entry-level pathways are slamming shut for everyone who doesn't close that gap fast. Middle manager whose primary job is coordinating rather than doing. US managers are now overseeing 3 times the number of staff they did in 2015. And Google recently cut 35% of its small team managers, while Intel slashed 50% of its management positions entirely. Quartz, the layer, is compressing and crushing everyone still inside it. Senior leadership, who develops your next generation of leaders when there are no middle managers left to mentor them. Shockingly, 55% of employers already report regretting their AI-driven layoffs. HR executive, but by then, the institutional knowledge is already gone. And here's the truth that stings most. The skills that got you promoted over the last decade, efficiency, process optimization, coordination, those are now liabilities. AI does them better, faster, and without a single complaint. I'm not here to just warn you. I'm here to help you move. So here's something concrete for this week. The coordination audit. 2 columns. Column 1, everything coordination, scheduling, reporting, approving, monitoring, routing information. Column 2, everything judgment, decisions with incomplete information, mentoring humans, creative problem solving, building trust that can't be systematized. If column 1 is more than 50% of your week, you're in the crosshairs. Start automating those coordination tasks yourself before someone above you runs the same audit and eliminates your role entirely. Ask your manager directly, what decisions do I make that AI genuinely couldn't make? If neither of you has a clear answer, that silence is telling you everything. Here's the brutal irony. Organizations aren't even investing in helping people adapt. Only 23% of AI decision makers say their companies offered any prompt engineering training in 2025. Employees are largely teaching themselves through solo experimentation. HR executive, don't wait for your company to save you. Start building that expertise yourself now. And if you're a leader planning restructuring, build documentation systems before the cuts, not after. The institutional memory walks out the door with the people you let go, and it never comes back. I've spent 25 years inside these organizations. I sit in the rooms where these decisions are being made right now. And I'm telling you with complete certainty, this is not a gradual shift. It's a structural collapse of the middle layer that built the modern corporate world. AI isn't coming for the interns. It's not coming for warehouse workers. It's not even coming for the executives. It's coming for the middle. The coordinators, the translators, the people who manage the process rather than doing the work or making the decisions. As of March 2026, tech layoffs have already hit 45,000 for the year, with over 9,200 explicitly attributed to AI and automation. T Global, and we're only in the first quarter. The org chart of the future isn't a pyramid, it's a diamond, a broad base of AI-augmented workers, a razor-thin layer of strategic decision makers at the top, and AI handling everything in between. The compression is already happening. The only question is whether you'll be above it or crushed inside it. I do this research because the people in those boardrooms already know what's coming. And now, so do you. What's your column 1 percentage? Drop it in the comments. That number is either your warning sign or your wake-up call. Use it before it's too late. If this resonated with you, there's a reason, because what's happening in these boardrooms right now is moving faster than most people realize. And the professionals who see it coming are the ones who will land on the right side of this shift. Every week I break down exactly how AI is reshaping the corporate world, what it means for your role, your career trajectory, and how you position yourself ahead of what's coming, not after the announcement hits. If you want that kind of insight delivered straight to you, subscribe to my channel and hit follow. This isn't generic AI content. It's boardroom level intelligence translated into something you can actually act on. Like this video if it challenged the way you think about your career. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one and respond. Your support is what makes this work possible and what keeps these conversations going. See you next week.